2 signs your Christian marriage can't be saved. Number 1, God didn't put your marriage together.
If you've been asking him, I want you to save my marriage, God. I've seen you do it with other people in their marriage, but it just seems like you're not willing to save mine. You know that God is no respecter of person, and you know that, he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And that if he can heal other people's marriages, he can heal yours. But you just don't understand why he hasn't done it. Well, usually, if you've been searching for answers on that question and all of the answers that you have found, you feel like don't fit your situation, then there's usually one answer. And that answer is your marriage is not one that God put together. There are 2 different kinds of marriages in Scripture. You have a set of rules that God has for marriages that he put together. He specifically says, for marriages I put together, don't let any man separate. So there are marriages that God himself puts together. And those marriages reflect his heart for his bride. And so he has a vested interest in keeping those marriages together because those are marriages that he has put together and he has purpose surrounding those marriages. But that's not the only kind of marriage that there is. Everything that God makes, the enemy tries to pervert. And marriage is no different. There are some marriages that the enemy has put together, that we have been tricked into believing that it was God when it wasn't. And those marriages are toxic. There's just no 2 ways about it. Those marriages are abusive, either physical, sometimes it's sexual, sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's verbal. They're always abusive, they're toxic. And when you try to apply the biblical principles to your marriage, it gets worse and it doesn't work. And there's a reason for that. It's because it's not a marriage that God put together.
Number 2, your marriage doesn't have God's approval.
See, marriage is an institution that God created. So he has to give his okay. He basically has to be the officiant. So we can't just decide, I want to get married and don't have God's approval. It's an institution that he created. It belongs to him. So we don't have the ability to just decide we want to get married. We automatically assume that God has rubber stamped every single marriage as long as it's a man and a woman. Well, that's just not true. If you want more information and you want to go a little bit deeper, then I've got the perfect thing for you.
Get my free workbook, including a free marriage quiz. Click the link in the description and download your copy today.
So if you want more information, be sure to click the link below.